Are you ready to grind? It's Sports 56 Grind Time with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Now, here's Peter and Anthony.
Yeah. We back. Good afternoon. Sports 56 Grind Times, Anthony Sane. My good friend and co-host Peter Edmiston is out this week. Yesterday, Steven Johnson from the Daily Memphis joined me co-hosting. Today I have a very special guest joining with me. My guy Zach is back. Zach Boyd.
Yep.
Sitting across the table from me. Live in studio.
Yeah. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Get you one in, Zach. Belt it out.
Get you one in, Zach.
It's okay.
My boy Zach, it's good to have you sitting across from me, man.
It's appreciate it, man. You know, management hit me up. They said, you know, we like the 3 days that you put in the last time, so he's like, why don't you come in and sit in for a day?
Yeah, actually, none of that happened. I'm your manager.
Harvey Whippleman.
You remember that? You remember that skit on Dave Chappelle's show when they were doing pop copy? They were making fun of Kinko's FedEx office, how bad the customer service is. And the lady comes in and is like, "Can I speak to the manager?" I'm your manager. I got your manager right here. Yeah.
Why? Because
that's why. Exactly. But yeah, we are here high on top of Mount Moriah in the Family Leisure Studios. Sports 56 Grind Time. We're a different type of show. We come here every day from between 1 to 3. Myself and Peter Edmiston, we normally do this thing every Monday through Friday. We call ourselves Grind Time for several reasons. Number one is Grind City. So we're Grind Time. Number two, we happen during that time of day after lunch. Lunch is over with. You already ate. You got over that. You got over that hump.
The itis kicking in right now.
Yeah, the itis kicking in. You know, you sitting at your desk, either working from home or at the warehouse or at the office, wherever you're doing, or on that Uber drive or DoorDash or whatever you're doing. And you know it's almost over. You know it's gonna clock out at 5. We're gonna get them kids from after school care. But hey, we're gonna get you over the hump. That's what we're here for. Grind time. That hardest time of the day to get through, but we are here for you. A lot to talk about today. Of course, the Memphis Grizzlies had a huge win last night. They are the most bipolar, dysfunctional, unrecognizable, but yet fun team in the NBA. Definitely had a blast watching the game last night. The Grizzlies had an upset victory, 119-118 on the road against Utah, one of the better teams in the entire NBA. And your Memphis Grizzlies went out there and got a big win. Tiger basketball is getting ready for Virginia Tech tomorrow. And Steven Johnson, who was here guest hosting us with us yesterday, and we're going to bring him back today, get some bonus Steven Johnson coverage to talk more about Tiger basketball. I think Steven Johnson just solved the turnover problem at the University of Memphis. He has an article that came out today. I think it came out today, yeah. And we're going to talk about that with him, plus some other things regarding the Memphis Grizzlies. And Steven's going to join us today at 2. We're going to talk about the college football playoff rankings. Those, of course, will be released tonight. We're going to talk about that. Not going to act like I give the biggest piece of crap about it, but I care. I want to see Cincinnati get into the top 4. but yeah, you know, we'll talk about that later on today. Going to talk about the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys lost again, so the world feels like it's recalibrated. It feels correct. Feels right when the Dallas Cowboys lose a game. We're going to talk about the Tennessee Titans, another super dysfunctional, disjointed.
Is that your team?
Unrecognizable.
Yeah, that's my team.
Okay.
Cowboys fan.
Because, see, we had bro love that none of us actually liked the Cowboys. So I was like, let me ask Zach.
Yeah,
No.
Zach is a Cowboys guy.
No, I don't like Cowboys. My team, man.
Unfortunately.
There's no unfortunate.
We're also going to talk about a movie I saw yesterday, King Richard. I typically won't come out here and spoil a movie.
No.
But it's based on real life. So if you don't know the story, too bad, because I'm going to spoil it for you today. We're going to talk about King Richard all through the day, all through the show at some time. I'll find ways to talk about it. Also a movie. We're going to talk about how Will Smith somehow manages to be one of the best actors of all time, yet one of the worst actors of all time, all at the same time. He's able to do both, and I think that's why he deserves a crown. Also going to talk about why I'm so much in my feelings over John Moran, how the brother has me in tears. Emotional moment, emotional day in the history of Memphis sports. And we will talk about that today as well. But if you guys want to get in touch with us, if you're listening to us and you for some reason want to look us in the face, you can do that as well. There are several ways you can look us in the face if you'd like to. You can do that via Facebook, do that via Twitter, do that via Instagram, via Twitch. via YouTube. Just look up Sports 56 and you'll see three images of a black man. Shout out to Richard Williams, the father of Venus and Serena. You'll see three images of a black man on your screen.
I can't wait to hear you spin Richard Williams quotes.
Oh, that movie was incredible.
I can't wait.
For real, as a parent, it was crazy, and it kind of made me feel bad because me and Sabrina's mom, Sabrina's name is Sabrina Williams, which is also funny. Sabrina was doing volleyball and tennis. She was doing tennis first, and we leaned her more towards volleyball than tennis. Might have been a little cheaper. That's probably why. But yeah, because I asked her today. I said, "Do you wish sometimes that you played tennis instead of volleyball?" She said, "Yeah, all the time." She said, "I just wondered what it would have been like if I went that route instead of volleyball." Anyway, so yeah, we'll talk about that.
Two Michael Jordans.
Could have had two. Could have had 3 Michael Jordans. But yeah, we'll talk about that to get that throughout the day as well. Like I said, you can look at us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Black Planet, MySpace, yeah, all that.
FarmersOnly.com.
Yeah, Farmers Only.
Christian Mingle.
Backpage. Escort Alligator.
I never heard of that one.
You have. I haven't either. I've been told about it. Know anything about Escort Alligator?
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea. I might have been too young for that.
Yeah. The Escort Alligator updates daily. Anyway, we'll move on from it. And also, if you want to contact us on the show, there are several ways you can do that as well. The best way, I'm going to tell y'all, the best way to get in contact with us, give us a call.
Please.
On the AutoZone phone line, 901-360-8255, and get in the zone like AutoZone on the AutoZone phone line.
God has blessed you with the time to give to give a call.
To give a call. And the person you're going to get to speak to, not me, not Zach.
Got a caller coming. You want him?
You go talk you get to talk to Darian Newsom today. And I tell you what, since today is a special day, if you have a prayer request and you want to give us a call at 360-8255, Zach Boyd is answering prayer requests today.
Taking testimonies.
He's taking testimonies as well. You can give us a call, and Darian will route that to Zach. He's going to screen those prayer requests and those testimonies. And we might even, hey, if you got a prayer request, we're gonna do it like old school. We might put you on the air today.
It's like a hotline for real.
Yeah. But no, if you give us a call, Darian will speak to you, see what you got going on. We might put you on the air. Who knows? It's one of those days we might put you on the air. Also, that same phone number, 901-360-8255, that's also our AutoZone text line. You can shoot us a text. It'll pop up on my screen. It'll pop up on Zach's screen, pop up on Darian's screen. It's really the best way to get in touch with us. We see everything you have to say right here in our faces. And, yeah, it's very interactive. I love the interaction of our show, how there's so many ways you can get in touch. And even when I talked about the social media things, if you get on those, you can message us there as well. It all comes down one stream. Got some texts coming in already. My guy Carlos Yatiz, who hops on every day, actually hopped on at 11 during Wolo's show, but that's good. He says, way to go Grizzlies every day. Win or lose, Grizzlies got a game, had a game. Don't matter. Carlos jumps on. So, yeah, shout out to Carlos.
Speaking positively. Man.
Yeah. Then Kip Gordon, he says, why is that dude peering over my brother producing the show? That was Eli Savoy he was referring to. Eli is the...
They were talking about me. That's why is he piercing over my brother?
Hey, I've been here for like a year and a half now. I've never known what Eli is doing when he comes in and he looks. Because I'm like, oh, did I say something crazy? Did I do something crazy? Because he comes in, he don't look in here.
Man.
He looks over his shoulder. He looks at something on this screen where the commercials are.
Commercials, yeah.
I guess it's something with just very.
I didn't notice it because, like I tell you, I try to get all my music and stuff like that. So he was over me. And somebody saw it.
Eli does it probably twice a week, and I've never known what he's doing. Yeah. Like. It's probably verifying something from a sponsor.
Yeah, just double checking, making sure everything.
I didn't hear our ad today, or probably something I didn't. Like, it's in there. It played or whatever. Yeah.
Thanks for having my back, whomever you are, wherever you are.
Kip Gordon.
Thank you.
All right, and speaking of having somebody's back, the Memphis Grizzlies had a big win last night. Definitely a team effort. John Morant, of course, had a huge game last night. We saw him drive to the basket, kick out to Jaren Jackson Jr. for a incredible three-pointer that put the Grizzlies up 1 with 5 seconds left on the game. Zach, I typically bet on parlays. I bet on games a lot. And I took a lot of losses last week. I said, man, you know what? I'm not betting nothing. I might bet something over the holidays, but this week I said I'm not betting nothing, man. You know what I mean? So
did you stick to it?
I didn't. I didn't bet last night.
I'm with you. I did. Oh, now watch this. I don't know if it was just my account. Did you receive free $25 from FanDuel?
No.
Okay.
FanDuel knows they're gonna get my money anyway.
I know.
They don't have to. They don't have to try to.
I thought it was because I was a frequent spender that they were trying to, because I said the same thing. I was gonna slow down.
They said hold that 25 for me, play.
Yeah,
I'm breaking it down to 5 different bricks: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and we're gonna see if we can hit a parlay, baby.
Yeah, they know. FanDuel knows that they don't have to do any of that with me at all. They know mine is coming. But yeah, let me pull up this. Let me pull up this box score, man, for this Grizzlies game so I can talk about what I'm on talk about.
Oh, man.
I like to sound like Greg Gaston, who gives you those exact stats when he's on the show.
Every morning.
I don't like pulling stuff out of my head. Let me just pull it up for real. All right. Yesterday, November 22nd. Hold on. Yeah, John Morant had 32 points. I still ain't got it pulled up.
Jaren had 26 points. Desmond had 28.
Hold on, bro. Let me read it.
Just helping you out, man.
Trying to sound like Greg Gaston, man.
I know.
John Morant with 32 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Desmond Bane, career high, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Desmond Bane also was 4 of 8 from 3. Jaren Jackson Jr., 26 points, 8 rebounds, 4 of 11 from 3, but none bigger than the dagger he hit in the closing seconds of the game. I'm so proud of Jaren for the game he had last night. As you guys know, I do have several bias towards Jaren Jackson Jr. He's my son's favorite player. The first NBA player my son ever gave a crap about was Jaren Jackson Jr.
You're not alone.
It's being for real.
You're not alone.
Kids like Jaren Jackson Jr. If you got 100 kids in the room that have any understanding of the Memphis Grizzlies, 70 of them will probably say that John's their favorite player. 30 are going to say is Jaren. Jaren has a childlike energy that kids are attracted to.
Yeah, I'm with you. When he first got drafted, I think the Grizzlies had a summer camp going on in Olive Branch, and they brought him in after they drafted him, and my son was able to take a picture with him the first day he got in town. So totally with you.
Like I was at the Wing Guru when they first dropped the Jaren Jackson Jr. sauce.
That Triple J, and it's actually pretty good. That was the first. That was the first and only sauce I've eaten.
Yeah,
I hadn't eaten anything else but Triple J. Strangely enough,
it's freaking incredible. All right, so Jaren walks in. This 7-foot-tall dude walks into the room, and he's like, "And I still can't drive." I'm like, what? He was dead serious. He drove from whatever part of town he lives in to Hickory Hill, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't drive." I was like, "What? Like you're a grown man? He's like, "Why you can't drive?" But that's Jaren, man. He's a kid. So anyway, happy for Jaren to knock down that shot. But even more happy I think I am that he won the jump ball. Because we joked about this last week. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s jump ball mechanics are weird as hell. I don't know if y'all pay attention enough, but every time there's a jump ball situation, Jaren, it looks like he's I'm about to touch somebody. I'm about to foul somebody. He looks like I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like he looks super
like that
awkward.
Special kid.
Yeah,
jumping the ball.
Like he can't help it. It's like he's about to hit somebody or something. Like, Jaren, what are you doing? Like he looked super on edge, but he won the jump ball yesterday. Spotted up in the corner. That was the most uncomfortable looking three I've ever seen Jaren take. But he splashed it.
He splashed it, man.
Grizzlies won 119, 118. I have no clue who this team is. If you watch this Grizzlies team and can say, yeah, man, we're this and this, you're lying because they're weird, man.
You're correct. In all honesty, I think less than 2 minutes to go, we were down by 5. I had given up, started to do X, Y, and Z, proceeded out the door, and then I hear, Grizz win! I was like, what? Come on, man. Come on. So,
man. But like I said, monster game for John Morant, 32 points. A lot of people are complaining about the amount of shots that Ja took. He took 30 shots. But, bro, if you scored 32 points and you only made 9 shots, that's still a good game, bro. 11 to 14 from the free throw line. That's the number about Ja Morant that we did not see last year. We were not seeing Ja get to the free throw line the way that some of the great players in the league, he's not getting those fouls. And he's earned them. He's getting them through the mud now because they ain't letting you flop no more.
No.
Because Ja was trying hard last year to flop. He was just like, man, I'm going to do this Steph Curry. But why it ain't working? Why you ain't calling the Steph Curry foul?
He got his arms up like, man, like, come on, man.
Ja was trying to Steph Curry. He was trying to Trae Young foul all year.
Young's.
It wasn't working, man. Like, I just did the same thing, Trae. Why you calling foul?
I did the same thing, Trae.
Like, nah, Ja was struggling last year, man. Ja was getting mad last year because he wasn't getting calls. But Ja is getting those calls now. 14 trips to the line, made 11 of them. I mean, he was only 9 of 30 from the field, but he got 32 points. And like I said, if you only made 9 shots and scored 30, that's always good to see. Desmond Bane had a breakout game.
There you go. Yep, I was going to say, if you had Desmond into it with Jaren, I think they took more than 70% of the shots.
And I'm going to let y'all know this first hour of the show is going to be very Grizzlies heavy. A lot of things I want to unpack, a lot of things I want to unfold. But the first thing I want to throw out there as far as the Grizzlies are concerned is we understand that this is an inconsistent team. The guys also had a players-only meeting. And we know 9 times out of 10, you're not having a players-only meeting for a Thanksgiving holiday potluck. Like, that ain't what this was. Like, they had this players-only meeting because whenever you have a players-only meeting, something's not right. Like, something you're trying to figure out. You're not playing good basketball, and the Grizzlies definitely were. They didn't meet the requirements for a players-only meeting.
Yeah.
And they had this meeting that said it was over an hour and a half long. And I think John Morant said, guys, talked about stuff they need to talk about. I'm going to assume.
Oh.
I was not in the meeting.
No.
I don't know anyone who was in the meeting. Because guess what? It was players only. So all the people I talked to were not players. So I wasn't in the meeting. Zach, you don't play for the Grizzlies. You weren't there.
No.
Darren, no one listening. Nobody was there.
How you know I wasn't there?
Because you don't play for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I mean, if the Grizzlies want to give me a 10-day, I'll be gladly just be a bench cheerleader for them.
So was Eves Pons there, or was he cutting a porno scene?
That's what he looked like to you.
I don't care what nobody says. I've seen a porn scene that has Eves Pons. Like I don't know which one it was. Do your own research.
You do your own research.
But I've seen Eves Pons in a porno.
I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. This Eves Pons breaking news or Ty Washington. Have you heard about him about Ty Washington?
Hey, it might have been Eves Pons and Ty Washington.
What?
It might have been Eves and Ty in the video.
What did you say about Ty Washington,
bro? No one can tell me that Ty Washington is not a woman. Like, bro, that is clearly a woman playing basketball with men. Like, bro, okay, all right. When it comes out, she's gonna be a hero. Everybody's gonna say Ty Washington, the first ever woman to play Division I men's basketball.
Equal opportunity.
It's gonna be an amazing story. Like, I'm ahead of the curve. I'm telling y'all now. Ty Washington is a woman.
Like, I say this cut for just in case.
bro? Just timestamp it, like.
And I'm proud of her for that. Like, for real. Like,
dog, come on, man.
All right.
Come on.
I say every time I say this, Peter gets mad.
Come on, man.
Peter PC Evanston, he gets mad. So, bro, Google Ty Washington and tell me that's not a woman. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Steven Johnson said he went to the Iverson Classic, and he heard there was a lady playing, right? He's like, yeah, there's a girl playing in the Iverson Classic. Oh, for real? Like, it was. It was a young lady. I don't know who she was. It was a young lady there for real. Steve said, like, all the media thought it was Ty Washington. They're like, oh, that's her?
Bro.
Like, no, that's the dude. Like, what?
Come on.
Bro, Ty Washington is a woman. Like, come on, bro.
Come on. Listen. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like his jawline.
Bro, that is a woman. What are we, bro?
His jawline is very defined, but no, that's dude. Man.
I don't even know what we're talking about now. Where did this come from? Like what?
John Mobley. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Oh, wasn't in the players only me.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that one of the topics that were on the addendum, they were on the agenda, they were on the itinerary were. Jaren stopped playing like a P. Like, I assume that was on it. I don't know who led that. I don't know who led that particular topic. I don't know who was the secretary who wrote the minutes. Maybe they can clarify this, but I'm sure that something about Jaren, I'm sure Jaren got called out by several people. I'm going to assume that Dylan Brooks and or John Morant said, Jaren, you got to stop playing like a professional. That's the P word. I don't know what P word y'all thinking about.
I think part of that is true, but then at the same time, like Jaren has been really good defensively.
Yeah.
So it's not like Jaren is out of the game mentally. He's in the game because
but go ahead.
To me, I think defensively he's in the game. It's just offensively, it just hasn't clicked yet.
But
You're correct, Zach. He had a crucial block on.
But here's the thing.
Gobert last night.
No one complains saying that Jaren should be playing more minutes at center than Steven Adams does more than me. That's facts.
Okay.
But if Jaren's offense has been as bad as it's been and inconsistent as it's been, I don't mind them taking Jaren off the court. Because if Ja's not in the game, Jaren has to get going. He has to have a second half like he had last night, where he's shooting threes, going to the basket, posting up, spin moves, easy post-ups against Rudy Gobert, two-time former defensive player of the year. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's got to be – he can't – if he's not scoring points, I understand.
What are you doing?
He's not, you know what I mean? Even though he's good defensively, like, he's got to be out there scoring.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I'm not – like, I get that part. I believe the players on the meeting. I believe that they did call out Jaren. I don't have any intel on that, but come on, man. Like, what else we going to talk about?
Yeah. Conchar. Like,
what are we going to talk about? Zaire, hey, keep running to the corner, bro.
They tell him to do that too.
Just keep
like, I hear you say it. No, I'm serious. Ja Morant was mic'd up one game.
Yeah,
he said, "Keep doing what you do. I need you in the corner." And I hear you all the time.
Bro,
but I think they tell him to do that.
No,
they clearly do.
And
bro, they told Zaire Williams, run, stop at half court, do 10 jumping jacks, and walk on your hands. He's the kind of kid he's gonna go out there and do that. Like he's doing exactly what they're telling him to do. I do want to see the Zaire Williams step back that I heard so much about when he was getting recruited. Oh, the kid's got an unblockable step back. I haven't seen the dude do nothing but run to the corner.
Spot up, man.
We're gonna talk about that as well today because Zaire Williams closed that game last night.
He did.
Zaire Williams closed the game while Kyle Anderson was cheerleading.
He was on the court.
You didn't have Dylan Brooks. You didn't have DeAnthony Melton. Zaire Williams closed that game last night at small forward.
Right.
So we'll talk about that as well. But, yeah, man, I got so much Grizzlies stuff I want to talk about today. Steven Johnson joins us at 2. We're going to talk a little bit more Grizzlies after the break. Of course, Tyus Jones ain't playing. We're going to talk about this inconsistency thing. I want to ask the question, is the Grizzlies core 4 on the roster right now? Is the young core that they're building around, are those guys already on the team?
Yeah, we answered that after the break.
That's
a good teaser there, baby.
We're going to talk about all that when we come back and more. Sports 56 Grind Time.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Gaston. After 16-plus years coming to you during the midday hours, Eli Savoy and I have moved to the morning drive. You can join us weekdays from 7 to 10 a.m. for the all-new Sports 56 mornings, only on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
At Louie's Deli and Meat Market in Arlington, you'll not only see the quality, you'll taste the quality in every bite. Got a tailgate party or a backyard get-together? Ask Louie's to make a deli meat and cheese tray. Score big with Louie's sausages and bratwurst. Handmade fresh in the store. No time to cook? Louie's now carries Oh Great, locally owned and made. Oh Great's take and bake foods include their famous chicken spaghetti, shepherd's pie, quiche, soups, desserts, breakfast foods, and more. Louie's Deli and Meat Market in Arlington, 11695 Highway 70, just a quarter mile east of Highway 385. Veteran owned, Louie's Deli and Meat Market. Quality you can see and taste.
I want to do some bragging rights. Hey, I was just the other day overhearing a conversation with Big Mike, the manager of DeSoto Auto Sales. They've got people buying cars all over the country. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas. People from all over the country buy cars at DeSoto Auto Sales in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Why? DeSoto Auto Sales has the most stringent car inspection in America. They get it right the first time. Quality and low mileage, factory warranty on most vehicles. My favorite part is the people who work there. Big Mike, all the employees are professional, friendly, and go that extra mile. Expect as you walk in the door, you're treated like family. DeSoto Auto Sales understands your time matters. We can help you find your dream car and get all the paperwork finished in less than an hour. Come see us at DeSoto Auto Sales and be part of our family. Have a great buying experience every time. 662-890-7184.
Are you wasting money on a timeshare you rarely use? Cancel it with Titan Exit Group. Get a free consultation and see how they can stop the never-ending maintenance fees and mortgage payments. In fact, if your timeshare contract is not terminated, you owe nothing, so you have nothing to lose. But those monthly fees. Get legally released from your timeshare, 100% guaranteed. Call now for your free consultation at 800-200-0894. 800-200-0894.
You live in time when
The Christmas spirit is here at Hewlett & Dunn. Boots, casual boots, work boots, hiking boots, fancy boots, even safety toe boots. Lots of hats to choose from Whiskey Bent to Red Dirt Hat Company. Tremendous Christmas selections just arrived from Outback Trading Company, STS Ranch Wear, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps and pants. Tons of jeans from Area, Wrangler Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps, fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from OFO's orthopedic-approved shoes, boots of every size, every color, every skin. Just arrived from Santa, toy guns for the kids. Hewlett & Dunn, from our family to your family since 1961. Merry Christmas.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Back on Sports 56 Grind Time. Last segment, we talked about several things. Talked about the Memphis Grizzlies' big win last night. Talked about Ty Washington, who I, again, had to Google again. I'm going to say this, bro. I'm 20%. I'm 80% joking. Probably about 20% being from. No, I'm 80% joking. But 20% of me, if this young man came out and said, hey, I'm actually a lady, and I'm the first woman to ever get drafted in the NBA, celebrate me, give me my jewels, give me my crown.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I told y'all that dude was a woman. Like, for real, like, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like, I'd be like, dang, dude, like, I mean, this lady pulled out the biggest finesse ever. Like, she got drafted, I mean, she got recruited by Kentucky, lived his life as a boy, and of course the Grizzlies gonna draft him. I gotta see this dude. I gotta see this dude. Like, oh, you dudes, like, so I'm a girl. I was like, yeah.
Listen, if that's the case, kudos.
Yeah, kudos.
Kudos.
And I'll say, man, I was wrong, Taisha.
Come back here and look.
I apologize, bro. I apologize.
Tell you, come back to the locker room. Come back here and look.
I don't go anywhere to see these dudes anyway, though. So. I might go to practice or something. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Of course.
Yeah.
With my luck, Takeisha will be. Ty will be a Grizzly. Something else I want to talk about. Oh, quick, the joke I was making about FanDuel. I used to bet parlays, and
yeah,
I didn't bet a parlay. I went back. I said, okay, let me go see what I would have bet, because I know kind of what my go-to bets are. All my bets would have hit last night. You know which one wouldn't have hit? Donovan Mitchell scoring 20 points is the one I would have missed on. Ooh. And if he had hit 20, he would have hit the game winner. So
right.
I would have been like, I don't know how I would have
felt. or he would have got fouled, went to the free throw line, missed 1 or 2, go into overtime,
and then he would have got it.
Get the point, and then
I'll take the Grizzlies dub and keep my money in my pocket. I didn't bet because I would have lost bad last night if I'd have bet money on it. Because that would have been part of my bet. Donovan Mitchell 20 points.
20 points.
Yeah, easy. So yeah, something I want to talk about, something that I kind of teased before we went into the break. Again, I'm here with Zach Boyd, producer of Sports 56 Mornings, and Darian Newsom is here in studio. Give us a call, 901-8255. Shoot us a text, 901-360-8255 as well. I want to talk about this as far as the Grizzlies are concerned. This is my point of frustration with the Grizzlies as an organization. They've put a clear emphasis on development. Zaire Williams closed the game last night.
Yeah.
A game where you're playing against one of the better teams in the NBA. You got Zaire Williams, who is the goofiest dude who has ever put on a Grizzlies uniform. Like, period. And I'm pulling for this kid because I think he's got, he's 6'8", 6'9"-ish. He's got a lot of tools where he could be a great player. I don't know whether he's going to be just they're grooming him to be like this 3-and-D guy.
It'll be Shane Battier.
Where they're saying you can't do nothing but shoot threes. They're kind of, I don't know what they're grooming him really to be, but like they're clearly focused on development. Mm-hmm. I saw John Conchar play, but I didn't know why he was playing. I saw what's the guy? God, what was his name? Christian, European player, was supposed to be a shooter. Not Marco Gadurt. Marco Gadurt. I saw him playing games.
Yeah.
And didn't understand why they were doing it. Saw Grayson Allen playing when I wasn't sure why he was on the court. Not last year, but the year before. The year before Grayson was trash.
Ooh.
All right. And I get all that. This is the problem I have with the Grizzlies organization as far as development is concerned, and why I think you're seeing them be so inconsistent this year, where they're losing games they really shouldn't lose. I understand the developmental part, but I think at this point, in year 4 of Jaren's career, year 3 of Ja's career, you need to identify who your real guys are, who you're really going to build your developmental time around. Because there's too many guys who you're investing in that, quite frankly, won't be here whenever you're finished. Let's go win as many games as we can. Team is.
I think you answered your own question though. The
What
fact
you
that
mean?
they won't be here, I don't think they're worried
But I'm
about it.
saying it's a
'Cause I was gonna
waste
say
of
that.
the
It
the
is.
resource. Though.
It is.
Because instead of me, okay, let's see how good John Conchar is. Is he the 12th man or the 13th man? You know what I mean?
Okay, so Conchar is clear. Like to me, is clearly
It's not. It's
he
not
shouldn't
just
be
a
prioritized.
y'all know I crack jokes on John Conchar, but it's not just a John Conchar thing. What I'm saying is Tyus Jones worth playing at all?
I'm with you.
Is Kyle Anderson
yeah.
worth playing
I'm
at
with
all?
you. I think everyone on this roster will eventually be moved.
Hold on. Let me finish my point. Are we? Is it Clark or Tillman or neither one of y'all?
Neither one of them.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you told me, bro, in 2 years, Brandon Clark and Tillman are gonna be playing somewhere else, we're gonna have some vet journeyman big man coming out the bench. Yeah, okay, I can see that.
I think Clark will eventually work out. He's one of those players that seem like once you go to another team after you get a few years under your belt, then you blossom.
I think there are 4 dudes on this team that we really need to care about. And I'll be honest with you, it's just 3.5. I'll just be honest with you.
And I was getting ready to ask.
Let me name my
your
dudes.
question.
Let me name my dudes.
I was going to answer
Go
your
ahead.
core
Go ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Because really, I think I think that's why the Grizzlies are kind of slow playing it.
Slow playing it because they don't have it.
Because they know that they don't know who is going to be on this team.
Yes, they do. They do.
Well, they
know who they want from a base.
They know who they want as far as who they're going to pay if I've already paid.
Yep.
But as far as like the other guys, like we not sure yet.
You should be sure is my point.
No, they're not ready to be sure.
right.
Where are we going right now?
And the reason, and
there are 4 dudes that I could see. If somebody told me these 4 guys are 100% going to be on your team in 5 years,
Zach, take a guess at it, Zach. What's
who
his
am I
4?
for?
You're 4?
Yeah, take a
Ja,
guess.
Jaren.
And it's a championship formula. It's a championship formula.
Okay. Ja, Jaren, Desmond Bain,
I know who his other one is.
and I say Kyle Anderson.
Tillman. He likes Tillman.
No.
None of them?
2
Well,
of
the first 2.
Your
obviously.
2 auxiliaries are not
The two,
not those dudes.
The rookie. The rookie.
I left out Dylan.
Dylan and
I left out Dylan.
Only 4 players.
Zaire. Yeah,
No.
Dylan and Zaire?
No.
Ooh, you would wrap up.
There's
okay.
a Zaire Williams in every draft. There are 4 dudes on this team that I feel like are worth investing in. Where you've seen these dudes can play, and they have an NBA skill that has value to it. It's Ja Morant, and I'll also say this. I say this all the time, not to be negative, but just to remind people. There's never been an era in the NBA where a small guard, was the best player in the NBA. I'm not talking about MVP awards. I'm talking about where this is his era.
All right, great. I'm glad you said
In my lifetime, I've seen the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird era. I've seen the Michael Jordan era.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the Kobe Bryant era, which he shared with LeBron James.
You skipped over Iverson.
It was never an Allen Iverson era. When Allen Iverson was in the league, it was Kobe Bryant and LeBron's league.
Well, okay.
It literally transitioned from MJ to Kobe over AI.
Yeah. It was never Allen Iverson's league. He was MVP and he was a dog. He was, and that's what I think Ja Morant could be, like that level of guy who's the best little man in the NBA. I can see that for sure. What you laughing for, man? Being for real. All right.
It's just the way you said it. That's
But
all.
Even guys who won championships, not Chris Paul, Steph Curry, all that.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, he wasn't the best player in the league when he was winning championships. It was Kevin Durant and LeBron James during that time. But do I think a small guy can be the best guy on the championship team? Yes.
Tony Parker was.
It ain't. No, he never was. He never was. David Robinson, Tim Duncan,
Kawhi
Leonard. They were both the best players on all those Spurs teams.
Go back and look.
He was that dude. He was that dude.
Tony Parker was the best penetrating point guard I've ever seen.
Tony Parker is probably one of the most underrated point guards ever, for sure. Because a lot of the whole game of point guards not having to get to the basket
when he was
hitting them floaters, Tony Parker started all that.
I took inventory very well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But this is the point I'm trying to make. John Morant can be the best player on the championship team. What Jaren Jackson Jr. does is something that the NBA really ain't never really seen before. You've never seen a guy who's a versatile defender who can guard multiple positions on switches. Like, you can't have him guarding your point guard, but if you get switched into your point guard, you okay with Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
Sean Marion.
Sean Marion went a big, though. Like, he was a wing. Like, he could actually guard every dude, though.
Yeah, for real.
And they ain't about the switching part.
So who's your 4? Don't forget your 4. Who's your 4?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was getting.
Okay, you getting there.
Jaren is in my 4.
Okay.
Jaren ain't got to be, though, but he's on my 4. Just because I think Jaren's potential, like, yeah, you want that dude on a championship team.
Okay.
You need a guy who can defend the best dude on the other team. Dylan Brooks is one of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA.
Gotcha. That's 2.
But I will say this right here. A lot of Dylan Brooks' game is huff and puff. And he's got a lot of stuff we say Patrick Beverly has. Dylan Brooks has.
But it works, though. But it works.
Right.
It works. He got a name last year in the playoffs, huffing and puffing and blowing folks' houses down.
You're not going to win a championship without a lunatic on your team.
No.
Absolutely.
And that's Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have to have a crazy dude who actually contributes on the court.
Light skin crazy too.
You cannot name a single championship NBA team didn't have a lunatic. Whether it's Draymond Green, whether it's
Meta World Peace.
Yes, he won a championship.
Yeah, with the
absolutely.
Lakers.
You got Dennis Rodman, Charles Oakley. Throughout time, it's lunatics. There's always one crazy ass dude who actually plays on the court, and he's a lunatic.
Dylan Flannery, BMF. We're gonna call him Dylan.
Dylan Brooks. Period.
Right.
And you have to have a guy who is a knockdown shooter. I think Desmond Bain is that dude for this team.
He does. He looks.
I love the Anthony Melton. The Grizzlies trade Anthony Melton tomorrow. I would not care.
Yeah. And you know the thing with Desmond, he's not small. No. Normally that guy is a smaller guard, and we're stuck or kind of forced to deal with him. Right. He's big.
That guy actually is usually a bigger guard, because that's how Utah killed us with all those long guys that was shooting over the top of everybody on that team.
But from a Grizzlies standpoint, that person's always been small for us. It's like, can we get him on the floor? Can we not get him on the floor? He is perfect.
And I think Desmond Bain, when not getting elbowed in the eye, is an elite level shooter in the NBA.
Absolutely. So that's your 4.
That's on the 4 guys I care about. Like I don't care. Clark Tillman, hey, I don't care.
And that's understandable.
That's
understandable. And you're not alone in that. If they were to go to any city, everyone else would feel like it too. You're right on the money.
I love Kyle Anderson. Do I think Kyle Anderson's gonna be on the team next year? No. I don't.
No, contract year, right?
He's a contract year. I don't think they're gonna bring him back.
Jones is in the contract year.
Kyle Jones.
Yeah. Plus, you got 3 first-round picks. What are you gonna do with that?
They got 3 first-round picks.
And that's where I come in with my 4, because I honestly think 3 and 4 could possibly not be on this team.
I'm gonna throw out something wild to you. What have I told you? I don't think the Grizzlies are gonna draft. They might draft one of them picks.
They might. I agree.
They might draft one.
They're not. I told you that they're gonna package.
Ain't no way in the world they draft all 3 of them.
I think
Jaren will be included. Those 3 picks will be included.
Hold on, pause. I'm not ready to talk about range. I'm not ready to talk about. No.
Wait a minute.
Watch your mouth.
Watch. And then when you get your Jason Tatum, I'm gonna say, ta-da.
No, if it's Jason Tatum, which ain't happening. But I mean, it's nothing to talk about. Yeah, that's happening. I mean, if that deal is on the table,
you have a lot of equity. All of a sudden, we have a lot of equity. we've never had this much draft capital. Normally, we're on the back end. We're in the red. Now we're in the black. We have something to offer.
But this is ultimately all I'm trying to say. This whole 10-minute conversation I've created is basically to say this: the Grizzlies will continue to be inconsistent as long as we're playing developed 8, 9 dudes at a time. You know what I mean? Like as long as we're trying to see what we have in 8, 9, 10 guys that are in between the age of 19 and 25, you're gonna see a team that can beat Utah and can get blown out by Minnesota.
No, because I agree with you. Because like before this Utah game, I was watching the game, and like Coach would sub out the starting 5 for a fresh 5, and I was like, all right. I mean, it's not ideal, but okay. Like,
bro, when you think about it,
let's see how this goes.
When you look at some of the better teams in the league, like you go look at what Miami did this offseason. Miami was they went to the finals a couple years ago.
The Wizards, too.
Had an off season. You know 2 dudes that Miami went and got?
Is it Kyle Lowry?
No, they got outside of Kyle Lowry. They went and got old-ass P.J. Tucker, who scores nothing for them.
But he's a corner knockdown shooter.
He ain't doing that no more.
No, he's not. But
He's just fouling dudes.
He got a lot of shoes. He's known for his shoe
right.
collection.
He's an enforcer.
He's just out there like looking like he might kill somebody. And he starts for Miami.
That's their crazy dude.
They got him, and they got some Morris twin.
Yeah, that's Markeith.
You know what I'm saying? They got some Morris twin, and they got P.J. Tucker. And they got Kyle Lowry.
I got a question for both of you.
Hold on, let me make a point. The point I'm making is those type of dudes, I don't know how. I don't know why. But those type of dudes help you win. They help you not get blown out by 40 against
Junkyard dogs, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
And as long as we have, long as this is
soft
Professor Taylor's school for gifted youngsters, we're going to lose games we feel like we're not supposed to lose. And we're going to win games we feel like we're not supposed to win.
But
I'm going to wrap up the JV thing as we go to the break. Would the Grizzlies be better this year with Jonas Valanciunas, of course? But what are we really? What are we? Hold on. What are we really saying? Like, what does that even mean? Like, you're better than last year.
Congrats.
Great. You went from 10 to 9 or 9 to 8. Great. You've been better. Great. But this Grizzlies team would never be what it has to be until John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. are optimizing what they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And as long as JB's here, that wouldn't happen.
Unless Jaren's your third wheel.
It couldn't have happened. No,
that's not going to happen.
That's not what you're even trying to do, though. Because, like, if
what if he just can't give you 20 and 10 like we want? What if he is the third wheel?
That's what I'm saying, bro. If this Grizzlies team, not this right now, 2021-22, if this version of the Grizzlies is going to be optimized, Jaren Jackson, with the guys who are on this team right now, Jaren Jackson Jr. has to be your second best.
He has to be the second best. Yeah.
You're not going to be good with Jonas Valanciunas.
Understood.
Feed the hand.
Right.
Oh, get out the way. Let JV eat. No, you're gonna get bounced out the playoffs because Rudy Gobert is gonna tear that dude up alive in the playoffs. Again.
But Anthony saying being the general manager, you should be able to identify that and put you a second. Because once you realize it doesn't work, once you realize he's not my 2, he's my 3. He is a valuable member of this team.
Who's talking about, JV?
Yeah, Jaren.
But here's the thing. Tell me that Jaren's not your second best player after what you saw last night, including Dillon Brooks.
He could go to third.
That's what I'm saying.
You could give
bro. Like if last night is who Jaren is,
I take it.
Ain't nobody on this team better than that dude.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Now the thing is that's not who Jaren has been. But that's the thing. You have to invest that time to see. All right, we're not gonna get that every night from you, but we need to get something close to that. We need to get something that looks like a diet version of that every night.
At least
because that is your second best player. If you got some version, something similar to that every night.
At least
that's an incredible player.
At least you're forcing Jaren to try to be that second guy. Because with JV on the team, like it's easy. Throw it to the hand. Like I'm gonna get you a bucket underneath, and that pretty much limits the ceiling on the Grizzlies.
Because another thing too with this Grizzlies team is they're clearly
building.
They're clearly playing like, oh crap, I forgot JV don't play for us no more. You know what I mean? Because it's like
oh, we're gonna throw it.
It's like Jaren. You know that space where JV used to be. It's okay for you to dribble into that space if you like.
Yeah.
Guess what, Jaren? You can even post into that space. Hey,
it's
Jaren,
yours.
I know you like to touch people, but you can come set a pick and I can put you where JV was last year.
Yeah.
Oh, word?
With the 10-foot floater,
bro. I guarantee you, and their players on the meeting, that's like Jaren. You know that empty space that Ja keeps dribbling into? Like, you can occupy that space, too. Y'all can share it. Especially when Ja ain't on the court. JV is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with y'all until you say it, but. When you say but, that's when I say keep him on the team and find a way to make him your third best player.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. If you go get a guy that's better than Jaren, you're talking about world champion.
Thank you. That's all of them. And we have the equity to do it.
If Jaren, I don't really, you know what?
I think we do.
I used to say that, but now, but a lot of guys like, okay, I used to say, okay, put this together. We up against the break too. Put this together. Go get Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal ain't trying to get out of Washington.
Yeah, he ain't leaving.
But he also doesn't have a no trade clause either.
I used to say, and then they might think that, hey, you know, we might be better using Beal as an asset and as a player. I don't see that either. Washington's better than us this year. So why are they trading for Jaren Jackson? I mean, why would Washington do that? You know what I mean? Hold on. Then it's like, what's my boy who Peter tried to claim in the white draft?
The white Kobe?
Yeah.
Was it Clay Levine?
The Levine.
Okay,
I used to,
Levine come to Memphis, man.
But see, you can't get him
Why?
now. But someone like Tatum, I'm pretty sure if you get overly aggressive.
No way.
Well, maybe not him.
No,
No way, Boston's not going to trade him or Jaylen Brown. Like, they're going to die on that sword with those two dudes.
Think so?
I don't like.
But there's a move to be made. That's
the
all
Grizzlies.
I'm saying.
The Grizzlies do have a ton of assets, but I think it's going to be more so for like role players than it's going to be for a star.
Now that's where I get disappointed.
The question
I
is
don't
for
know who, but if you
know
don't,
what I mean? Like,
if you don't
it can't be
roll all
fundamental.
of this up and get you some major player, I think it's all wasted. And we'll be looking like Boston.
Yeah, it might. We'll see, man, because it's going to be hard. It's hard to get a team because everybody's oh man, Dame about to get out of Portland. Portland's going to trade Dame.
No,
Because Portland's like, yeah, you know what?
And if he does, he's going to force his way to L.A.
Because Portland's like, no. Because Portland's like, we're stuck in the middle. Yes, we can't move out of 8, 7, 6. We can't move.
like that's where
But
we are.
We
Would you
selling
take
tickets.
McCollum?
We selling tickets.
Would you take McCollum?
I wouldn't trade a ton for him. He's almost 40 years old. He's
CJ McCollum?
He's about 30
No,
something.
don't want McCollum.
I like McCollum though.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him, but he doesn't. No.
What about a Buddy Hield right quick before the break?
Do you want to be worse on defense? I love Buddy Hield.
Yeah, no, I'm
You know
speaking
what I mean?
offense. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love Buddy Hield. Yeah, but it's just that's all real questions you got to ask. Like we got a ton of assets, but what guy are we trading that guy for? Now I'm gonna tell you who I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be somebody young. It's gonna be like Anthony Edwards or.
I got one name in mind.
I would give up the
Or Carl
world.
Anthony
I would
Towns
give up
or-
the world for Anthony.
or
Edwards right now.
Jalen Green. It's gonna be somebody.
I
young.
would give
I'm
not
telling
Jalen
y'all.
Green. I think I'm out on him already.
I think I might be out.
I think I'm out on
him
him.
too.
I think I'm out
And I
on him.
love Jalen Green.
Would it be
we gotta
wrong?
go to break though, y'all. We
Would
gotta
it
go.
be
to
wrong?
Yep, let's do it.
Would it be wrong for me to say Luka?
Yes, be quiet. Anyway, go to break. We'll be back. Sports 56 Ryan. I said.
Get it? Former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn joins Brett Norsworthy for Sports Time on Sports 56, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm with John Burgos in the alley at the world-famous Rendezvous. John, it's so good to see you. How are things at the restaurant?
Thank you, Brett. We are here and we're making it. I have to say a big thank you to all of our customers that ordered food during the curbside days, bought gift certificate when times were slow, ordered food to be shipped from our shipping kitchen, and then came back down to eat when our doors reopened. We owe a debt to the Memphis and surrounding community for supporting us when we need it. I hope y'all all come eat some barbecue with us, but I also hope you'll support our local restaurants. And if your service is a little slow or an item isn't on the menu that you enjoy, cut them a little slack. Hopefully it'll be there soon.
Thank you, John. We appreciate you for feeding all of us, and we will take that advice to heart.
Brett, we also have a new twist at the Rendezvous. We now have outdoor dining. It's in the side alley along the Rendezvous, not the one in the front. And depending on the weather and depending on staffing, please call ahead to make sure we're open. And we hope it becomes a mainstay here at the Rendezvous.
Mr. Charlie Burgos' world-famous Rendezvous in the alley in downtown Memphis.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
O'Reilly. Don't miss See Better, Drive Safer month at O'Reilly Auto Parts with great deals on wiper blades, headlight bulbs, and more. Right now, get up to a $20 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of select Sylvania bulbs. Plus, earn double O Rewards points with your purchase. Get ready for the weather ahead during See Better, Drive Safer month at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Back on Sports 56 Grind Time. Final segment of hour number 1. We've had a very Grizzlies-heavy show today. Understandably, when they win a game like they did yesterday, it just confuses everything you thought the Grizzlies were. Makes you want to talk about things. The guys had a players-only meeting, of course. Looks like it fired up Jaren Jackson. Jaren had probably his most complete game of the season this last night. Not too long after what we also would call his most complete game against the Clippers, last week or whatever. We were talking about how have they identified. I think that we're kind of wasting a lot of time because I think that I've identified guys that I really think we should build around. But we're trying to develop 15 young dudes at a time. It drives me crazy. But
I don't think it's a waste of time. They're just young. This is what you have to go through.
But it's like you can kind of skip some of these.
You
steps.
can.
Yeah. You can skip this and add some guys who actually.
If you go ahead and ball it up, ship them in, and ship them out.
But here's the thing. Like I'm gonna throw out we were talking about okay, so what do you do with these assets? Most fans, when you talk to them, most media members also, they're thinking that there's this trade coming where you're taking this guy, every pick we own, and we're going to get this star player. That could happen, but I think a much more realistic thing with the Grizzlies would be something like you trade Kyle Anderson and a first for.
I don't want any more middle of the road.
Hold on, for Miles Bridges, who's a guy who's
But now I think he falls in the Jaren standpoint of, is this your second best player or is this your third best player?
He'd be like your third or fourth. But if you got a guy like Miles Bridges who's not even one if Miles Bridges was on his team, those other 4 guys I said would be above him.
Yeah.
But that guy's my number 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't give a crap about what Brandon Clark or Tillman.
Oh yeah, because he's going to eat up.
I don't care.
He's going to eat up 36 minutes a night.
Yeah, he's going
to eat up 36, 37 minutes a night.
Yeah,
so the other guys become.
I can see something like that.
I'll run to the board for that one. Easily.
I'm trying to think of because I understand where you're saying super duper star. No, but there has to be. I mean, everyone can make a deal.
Kyle Anderson or DeAngelo Mel, whatever, something, and a first round pick for like a DeAndre Hunter with Atlanta. Or I make a move to go get.
What about
Cam Reddish or something?
DeJounte Murray down there in San Antonio?
Man, I would bite my leg off to get that dude.
But see, it wouldn't take all of your assets. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's not going to take 3 first round picks.
That's not a
and
superstar pick, but you're still, that dude.
Man. It's a deal to be had.
Or you just go sign Monte Ellis or DeMarcus Cousins. But I'm just saying, man. I
might well go get Michael Redd.
Oh, exactly. What are you doing these days? Scooney Penn, his teammate, his coach. But no, it's like I get what they're doing. Understand the development, bro. But do we got to develop 12 dudes at a time? Can't we kind of understand all those dudes ain't gonna make it over the mountaintop?
So here's the thing. I think that you can still develop the guys that you want, but limit the rotation. Because my thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's
my thing is Contract was in the game in the fourth quarter. Was about 6 minutes ago, and I saw him on the floor. I was like, all right, coach, it's time to pull Contract because Bogdanovich was about to go off again.
And he did. Did you see that step back in that corner, baby? I was like,
I said, all right, coach, and then sure enough, once Contract got out of the game, everything kind of settled a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I think you can have both ways here. You can do both things. It's just a matter of they're trying to look at this at a larger picture, and they're using the beginning of the season as a
trial and error.
Trial and error just to see.
Y'all saying it like we ain't gonna see John Contract at game 75 though.
Well, y'all talking like both of my coaches, Penny as well as the Grizzly coach, need to shorten their rotation.
That is true.
I'm just saying, it's just it would be nice for them to shorten their rotation, but in all likelihood, they're not going to do that.
This is all I'm gonna say. As we go to the break, I'm gonna just say this, and that's it then. No, but seriously,
that's it.
No, but for
That's
real,
final.
As long as we're in developmental mode, where there's like not enough like
real players,
because there's a lot of guys on our team that are just young, they're just green. They haven't been. They don't know how to get over hump.
Average age 26. I think they're number 2 in the league as far as youth.
Atlanta went out and got a bunch of guys that were just non-young, non-goofy dudes, and they went to the conference finals. You know what I mean? They just added a bunch of vets that were just guys, and it helped out the young dudes.
That's how you do it.
They're not showing, the Grizzlies aren't showing an interest in doing that, and this is kind of what you get. You get a team that's going to be inconsistent. I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, I don't. Whatever.
I'm fine with it now. It just can't prolong because we've been through this before.
I think this trade deadline, this offseason needs to be when you say, okay, look, let's start putting some pieces together around Jaren, who we know is a bona fide superstar. Jaren has potential. Dylan Brooks,
and that's
Desmond Bain, the rest of y'all dudes, it's been real.
And that's what we talked about last season. Like, are they going all in last season or this upcoming season? So that's why.
Right. But yeah, we'll have Steven Johnson and we come back, gonna talk some Tiger basketball. We're going to talk about King Richard. We're going to talk about all kind of stuff and more. Sports 56 Grind Time. We'll be back.
Step up your wings game at East Coast Wings & Grill. With 60 wing flavors and 7 heat indexes, do you have what it takes to turn the heat on your wings up to insanity? East Coast Wings & Grill is family-friendly with a large variety menu to satisfy the whole bunch. Sign up today for their loyalty program and taste the rewards. For every $1 you spend, you collect a point. Earn 100 points and receive a $5 reward. Next to Lowe's off Highway 64 in Bartlett, come try America's best wings at East Coast Wings & Grill.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Black Friday sales event is going strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Take your pick, 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x2 or 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sport, your choice. $549 a month, and they're not leases, you own them. 2021 Chrysler 300 Touring, $31,945 or $469 a month. And hit the road hard in 2021 Dodge Charger, $32,565 or $478 a month. Plus top dollar for your trade at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. So if you're looking for our best deal, drive past the rest and come to the best during the Black Friday sales event or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months at 3.99 APR, $3,500 down payment, must finance through Chrysler Cherokee MC 814-357, MSRP $39,900, Wrangler MW 791,095, MSRP $39,045, Charger XST MH 66,088.7, MSRP $34,065, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through the end of the month. Dealer stock only.
The Christmas sale is happening now at Family Leisure. Did you know that's where Santa goes to shop? Oh, yes. Why? Because arcades are up to 25% off. Air hockey and foosball tables, they start at just $149.99. You can get great deals on hot tubs and saunas. Let me tell you, that is perfect for the winter weather. Trampolines, up to 20% off. This is the best time to buy. Pool tables and shuffleboard tables in stock and ready for delivery. They're not waiting on a boat somewhere. Speaking of delivery, those schedules are filling up very, very fast. So reserve your date now, just in time for Christmas. It's the Family Leisure Christmas Sale. It's happening now. Remember, shop early, shop local, and shop where Santa shops. It's Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40. It's where family and fun come together for the holidays. Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Back on Sports 56 Grind Time. Darian got the super emo music going on. But yeah, it's all good. Got
So sexy, man.
I feel you, brother. Got Zach Boyd here with me today, guest hosting. Got Darian Newsom behind the glass producing. Got Steven Johnson about to join us. He's on hold. Steven Johnson, what's going on, brother? Just trying to set the mood for you, man.
Man, y'all tripping.
only for you, Steven. Only for you, baby.
Trying to set the mood, man.
I appreciate it. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. I can't remember who I asked. It was some lady in local media. I said, you know what? I used to be the coolest dude in sports media, but I've gotten too old for it. I said, I think it's Steven Johnson. She said, well, you picked a great replacement because he's definitely the coolest dude in local media. Steve,
when you remember who said that, let me know so I can send him a thank you.
yeah, a quote-unquote thank you. Yeah, I got you. You go hit the DM with a thank you, right? I got you. But no. Steve, you were here with us yesterday, co-hosted. You rocked with me for 2 hours yesterday. I definitely appreciate that, brother. I had to give everybody some bonus Steven Johnson content, some Steven Johnson content they weren't even expecting. They didn't even know they needed, but we have it for them today. Steven, I definitely want to talk to you about an article that you put out on the Daily Memphian, where it seems like you figured out the whole turnover problem with your Memphis Grizzlies. You, of course, are the beat writer for the team. Tell us how you fixed not the Memphis Grizzlies, the Memphis Tigers. Tell us how you fixed the team and how Coach Penny Hardaway is going to fix the turnover issues.
Well, I think really the first two things is, one is you hope when you're going against Virginia Tech, who's undefeated, that the rotations will shorter, so you have less guys handling the ball and maybe more guys, as Penny says, that value and trust. And really put an emphasis on securing it. So maybe you'll have the ball in the right guy's hands more. But I think overall, he touched on it yesterday. Like, they just got to stop trying to make this home run play every time, especially in transition. Like every play, every break doesn't have to result in a slam dunk, an alley-oop, or a behind-the-back 360 jump pass to somebody in the corner. As Landers Nolly also said, like, they just need to relax. You know what I'm saying? If you're pushing the break, you don't have nobody, you don't have a look of trust, there's nothing wrong with slowing down and pulling it back out. Because I think, look, I know they're turning the ball over about once every 4 trips down the court. Hey, but those other 3 times, normally I would say they execute at a decent rate. They get good looks from the 3-point line inside. So I think it's just about, and Penny also said they're almost being too unselfish. And I said that to somebody. They're almost passing it too much in a sense. Like, hey, man, Imani, if you got the pull-up jumper, whether it's from the 3 or the free throw line, you got the green light. Take it. You don't have to try to make that extra pass, and then you throw it out of bounds. Alo, you just got to pass the ball, bro.
Get out of the way.
Just make a regular two-handed pass.
You need to treat Alo like your quarterback. Let him just go up to the guy, hand it off to him like he's a running back.
Just a simple draw play.
So y'all treating Alo like Cam Newton now.
Just hand the ball off, man.
I'm just saying we just, because y'all know we see it from Alo like probably once or twice every game where he just kind of does the alley or the behind the back between the legs or something like that. And that's cool when you up 20.
Yeah,
but they had a 7'5" guy. He was trying to throw a lob over a 7'5" guy.
Hey, y'all remember when we were kids playing in the neighborhood and like it was always like some little bitty kid that came out to play with us, like you might have been middle school age, and something like little bitty like 5-year-old dude comes out. And you're like, hey, kid, pass the ball. And he's like he don't know how to pass it, so he hikes it back like he's about to pass it. He runs to you and hands you the ball. That's what he do with Alo. Don't even dribble, Alo. Just pick up the ball and run.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. That's not fair.
Oh, man. All right, Steven Johnson, you also talked about the contrast in the style of play between Memphis, who's going to get up and down the court, a lot of possessions. Virginia Tech is going to be a lot more intentional. Something kind of like what we saw maybe with Western Kentucky, probably even slower as far as pace is concerned. How much do you think that's going to be an issue for Memphis? I'm a little worried about it, because this team, when they're out and running, they look good. I haven't really seen them look as great when teams try to slow them down. So how do you think that's going to affect Memphis tomorrow?
Well, I mean, historically, even going back to when the Tigers were really rolling, like it's always a team like Virginia Tech would always be kind of like that natural foil to whatever Memphis wants to do. Like Memphis, whether it be Cal, Pastner, Memphis always wants to get up and down because of the athletes on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
But Virginia Tech, they're one of the slowest teams in the country. I was even surprised to figure out like they were so low, but I am a little worried about it, mainly because of the turnovers. Because when you're playing at the pace Memphis does, I think in a sense you can be like, okay, we turned the ball over, but we're gonna get 2 or 3 more possessions because we're either forcing turnovers or getting it out quick. But if you go from 80 possessions to say 70, then those turnovers become even more dire, especially if Virginia Tech is exploiting them at a rate which I think they can. So now you just got to think about it's really just about the turnovers. So if the Tigers can keep the turnovers down, even the game's not pretty, I think they can play at that pace that they want. They have the big men. They can take their time. And I think, relatively speaking, when they are in the half court, they can get a good look most of the time. So I definitely think it's a little bit worrisome. So, and I think whoever wins the tempo battle is going to play a big part in whoever's going to emerge as the victor.
So you think it'd be harder for Memphis, be easier for Memphis to speed them up, or harder for Virginia Tech to slow the Tigers down?
I think it'll be easier for Memphis to speed them up just because of what they're pressed, and if they can execute on the break, we know as soon as they miss a shot, with the way Memphis defends, they'll always have a great chance of kind of controlling the tempo, getting it out after a missed shot, or when they get into their press and things like that. So I think Memphis can do that. The key for Memphis is not be turning the ball over on the other side because that just kind of wipes away that advantage you have.
Right, for sure. Landers Nolley makes his return. Not his return, but he gets to play off against his former team. You interviewed him. How many times did you turn your mouth to the side like, all right, bro, quit lying? Because he's down playing it like, it's just another game, dude. You're going to try to score 40 on the dudes. like, come on,
career
Landers.
high.
Yeah, he's going to try to go off of these dudes. So how much, what do you think is going to happen? And what do you think he's really going through, thinking about playing against the team that he transferred from, playing on the big stage in a big tournament, big city? What do you expect to see from Landers playing against his former team?
I think he wants the ball out. I think he wants the ball out, and I think credit to him for showing that maturity as a veteran to kind of just say, it's a good game against a regular game against a good opponent. That's what he's supposed to say. But we all know that, and Penny even acknowledged that when you face your former team, you want to do well.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do what Jordan Nesbitt was doing with St. Louis, kind of come out and take the first 10 shots and do things like that. But
wow, looking sorry.
Do think But I do think Landers Nolley is going to have a big game. And the thing for him, they may need him to have a big game, especially if Virginia Tech tries to throw another zone at them. They're going to need his shooting. And Landers is always one of those guys that I think if the Tigers are having one of those runs where the offense is just disjointed, he has the ability to kind of just settle them down because he's really, I'm not going to say perfected. He's worked a lot on that mid-range shot, and he's very effective with it. So I think they're going to need a big game from Landers, and I think he'll be more than happy and more than motivated to kind of oblige.
Yeah, Steven, so you mentioned, or we talked about, Alo being the point guard, I guess, as of right now for the team. And Penny mentioned after the game that, Timberlake, he was going to go with Timberlake, but he left Alo in the game. And
you mean at the end of the game?
At the end of the game. And so, it got me thinking because, with talented teams, is there's always a little bit of an ego with all of those talented teams, those talented players on one team. But I'm starting to feel like this team doesn't have that ego. Do you feel the same way with this team, or do you think over time they will gel and get all of this together?
I don't think egos have really been a problem, especially if Landers is really buying into his role, which I think he has. Another night, he was sick and his shot wasn't falling, but he still had 10 rebounds and a bunch of assists. So after missing that first exhibition game, I think that was the wake-up call he needed to really lock in and accept his role. So he's doing and saying the right thing. Outside of that, I don't really see anybody else having the ego. Jalen Duren doesn't have an ego. I think Imani knows as the season progresses, he's going to be the alpha they need on the perimeter. And Earl, everything with Earl, I think, is just about confidence. You know, coming back from that injury, he had a long rehab, said he was misdiagnosed at first. So he's just trying to get back to where he was. He was top 50 recruit and getting, you know, NBA first round love.
Right.
I think overall, in terms of what you kind of touched on about Alo, I do think, and
you think he should hand the ball
Penny
off?
Penny was almost sad talking about how he should have went back to Earl after the Western Kentucky game. I'm not going to say it was a missed opportunity because Earl did play well, but I think if there's anything, not ego, but I think Penny wishes he had those final 5 minutes back against Western Kentucky to see Earl out there in crunch time with some of the other starters at the point guard spot to really recognize and really learn, is Alo the guy that I really want to trust at the one when we get into these kind of high stakes games later into the season.
You talked about going back to Timberlake. When can we start talking about going with Timberlake instead of going back to Timberlake? And what I mean by that is does it feel like, because at first we were talking about, when we were talking about Imani Bates possibly being the point guard, we were saying that, you know, it might be Timberlake because he could be a wing defender, those type of things. But does it feel like we're talking about it's only a moment of time before Timberlake is your position holder, pretty much is holding that point guard position spot? Not particularly being your, you know, you're walking down the court with, you know, holding up one finger the whole time point guard, but being a guy who can guard the other team's point guard, get you into your offense, kind of get things going, can distribute a little bit. Do you think that it's just a matter of time before he's ultimately your starting point guard, but not particularly playing that role, but you know what I mean? Do you think that's a matter of time before that happens, or is it going to be Alo for a while?
I think so, and ultimately, I think what happens this week in Brooklyn will go a long way. If Alo kind of performs the level he's been performing at, and you know Earl shows those flashes he did against NC Central and against Western Kentucky, I think it'll be. I don't think he'll make a change right now before they go into Virginia Tech or against a possible Xavier. But after that, when you go on the road to Georgia or Ole Miss, it might be time to put Earl in that starting line. Because the thing with Alo is this, man: if you're not going to be a scorer at that point guard spot, you have to be good to elite at something on the offensive side of the ball, not just defense. So we know he's not necessarily a knockdown shooter. And in terms of distributing, you know, you can't have the most turnovers on the team. You have to be able to bring something to the table that I think is close to elite. And I'm not sure that Alo has something right now on the offensive end that he can lean on, where at least with Timberlake, if you get him back to what he was really getting back up to strength, with his strength and his size and athleticism, at the very least, he's going to be kind of like a bully guard that can kind of get to the rim against smaller guys. So I think it is a matter of time. It's just a matter of, can Timberlake keep his confidence up and continue to build on what happened against Western Kentucky now against some tougher teams.
All right, we in the last game when Memphis played against Western Kentucky, Imani Bates didn't have his best game. I want to say he was on like 2 of 10 from the field, something like that. Going through a dry spell coming with that game. Who's going through a bigger dry spell, Imani Bates from after that last game, or Kevin Durant's ankles after
Man, KD's my boy, and it's KD because that ass was built up over days. That's not, you know. Yeah, that ain't. I just got out the shower and I forgot to throw on some lotion. That's some. I ain't put some on. What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Or what do you play? Monday.
I
ain't putting none on.
It was Friday.
Thursday.
Yeah, man, bro. And I'll say this about KD, bro. One of the better players in NBA history. I say he's the greatest scorer of all time, the most dynamic scorer in the history of basketball. There's the hair and the ashiness of this man's ankle underneath his hooping clothes. It's unacceptable, bro. Like, I mean, you're one of the. It's no excuse for it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, say what you want about LeBron James. LeBron cares about. He's so self-conscious about his hairline that he's went through methods of surgery, treatments, covering stuff up with a headband, like whatever he needs to do. But Kevin Durant, man, that nap ass head, man, come on, man.
He come like Barney on the
Like, it's
Simpsons.
just unacceptable, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro, come on, bro.
He don't comb his head.
KD told us all he cares about is hooping,
and
but
Twitter.
I do think he might be taking it to the extreme.
Yeah, he's lying.
Yeah.
He's lying. Like, you care about Twitter, bro. You care about all kinds of stuff other than hooping. But anyway. But yeah, I said all that to say, Imani Bates, I can't see many more games like that happen with him. I think he's going to be a tremendous scorer. I think he's one of those guys that when teams do try to slow you down and they try to put you in that zone, I think he's one of those guys, there's going to be a zone buster. A guy, when the Tigers are going through a drought, he can go get you those buckets. We asked the question last week, have the Tigers ever had a player, Imani Bates, who can shoot off of the dribble the way that he can? We couldn't think of any names off top. And I also don't like to comment on guys that I've never seen play live. A lot of people were saying Larry Finch, and I heard some people say Elliot Perry as another guy who could shoot off the dribble. What do you think as far as, you're a little younger than me, as far as guys that you saw in your own eyes, have you ever seen anybody in a Tigers uniform who can create and shoot from range off the dribble like Imani Bates can?
No, because Tyreek slasher, Will slasher.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose
I would
slasher.
even say CD. Yeah, Derrick Rose, CDR, those guys.
Mm-hmm. The CDR in the mid range was buckets.
Yeah, my CDR, bro. That was my favorite.
Favorite Tiger of all time,
dude,
easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big T-shirt bucket getter.
Yep.
Just a hooper.
Other than Penny, he was that dude for sure for me.
Rodney Carter off the dribble, no.
Spot up.
I think he's been kind of 1-1. Like, obviously I didn't watch Perry or Larry Finch, so I can't really comment on those guys. But I would definitely say he's 1-1, man. And I agree. I think the whole team didn't shoot well. They only shot 2 of 16 or something like that. And we know they had too many shooters for that to really happen many more times on the season. So I think credit to whatever Western Kentucky was doing. But I think overall, it just kind of he was due for one because through 4 games he was shooting 50% from the field, even better from the 3-point line. So there's going to be some regression. I think if you're the Tigers, you're probably happy it happened against Western Kentucky as opposed to tomorrow against Virginia Tech.
Speaking of the freshmen on this team, Jalen Duren had an incredible game the other night, 22 and 19, I believe. We're talking about a guy who just turned 18 years old. We talked about. I mean, it's incredible, bro. I'm the guy who likes to investigate guys' ages, especially non-domestic players.
Domestic.
Overseas.
Yeah, if you weren't born in America, I'm investigating whatever age they say you are. I'm adding 2 or 3 years to it. But Jalen Duren, I believe he's 18. I believe he's actually 18. But do we really understand what we have in him on this team? Because I don't really think our fans realize. You're talking about a guy who's going to be one of the better big men in college basketball, is going to be a first-round lottery pick, top 5, top 10, number 1 possible player taken in the draft. What do you think the limit is for a guy like him who's uber athletic? He's much better as a rim protector than I thought he would be. What do you think the limit is for a guy like Jalen Duren on his team?
I think it's limitless because honestly, Penny Hardaway probably couldn't have asked for a better big man except for maybe the kid from Gonzaga, not the freshman, but the other guy. But Jalen is a guy, he doesn't need a lot of touches to produce. He can still get you 15, even if you only run 1 or 2 post-ups for him.
He won the Western Kentucky. He won that Western Kentucky game for us.
Yeah, absolutely. We know what he is on defense. I've been saying, man, I think he's going to be one of the best rim protectors in the country, maybe one of the best defenders, period, because when you see him on the perimeter on those switches,
his reaction time is crazy.
Have been having trouble getting by him, man. So I think fans get it, like, oh yeah, he's a 5-star big, but they don't understand like this. Like he's just as special. Like there's a reason he jumped over Imani in like those final rankings. Like they're the same tier of prospects. It's just and what you don't really see him try to do too many things outside of his comfort zone. Like, if he misses a jump shot, he's not going to keep shooting them. He's just going to go back, do bully ball, put back. So I think he's the perfect, with all the scoring and all the talent they have on this roster, not only is he super talented, I think his maturity, his mood, and his overall play style is literally perfect for what the Tigers want to do.
I watched Kentucky win the national championship basically because Anthony Davis was incredible. You know what I mean? And you had Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, who was athletic, those type of things. They had, Teague on that team as well.
Dorian Lamb.
Yeah,
Terrence Jones.
just kind of a bunch of dudes. Am I crazy for thinking that if you got 2 guys that are incredible, like what could be incredible, like Bates and Duren, that you're talking about a team that could that could be in your national championship game just for having two incredible pros on your team?
No, absolutely not. And I would say right now,
I mean, regardless of all this stuff we're talking about, A-Lo, turnovers,
You
who's
got
the
3
point
pros,
guard.
right? Don't you have Minot as well? You got 3
I mean,
pros.
he could.
He could.
But I'm just saying, like, we talk about this stuff like, they got to tighten up the turnovers. Man, if you got 2 dudes that good on your team, who gives a crap? But anyway, go ahead, bro.
I mean, not, but you would probably say, well, who's the clear cream of the crop in college basketball? It's just 3 teams. You would probably say Gonzaga, UCLA. Purdue's look pretty good, but after that, if Memphis really performs how they can perform, then there's no reason that Memphis isn't close or right there on that same tier. Like the turnovers is really like the only flaw, and we focus on it because it could be a fatal flaw. But other than that, they do have these 2 supernovas. They do have the veterans that have been through some things that are, I think most of these guys like a Landers, a Lester, or DeAndre, they're all conference type level players in a decent conference, but I think you also need along with those stars. And they also defend like crazy. So you have everything you really just need. You just want to get those turnovers settled. But there's no reason. I agree. The Tigers got Final Four potential. Based on what I've seen right now, those 3 teams I mentioned before are really the only teams I would say for sure are maybe ahead of them. And we also know the Tigers are probably the most talented team, probably right there with Gonzaga. And if they can just get all that stuff clicking, man, there's no reason they can't be in the Final Four. I think everybody expects a deep tournament run, and nothing I've seen so far gives me pause about that, because I do think the turnovers will eventually – they're not going to average 20 turnovers a game for the season. I just refuse to believe that.
No, I don't think they are.
Hey, Stephen, this is Darren. I have 2 quick questions from a caller from you. The first one is, he said, what about Mingo Johnson when we were talking about shooting off the bounce? And secondly, the Tigers' zone offense looks a heck of a lot better. He says, what's the reason for it? Because normally when teams throw out a zone at us, we start shooting up balls and brick. He said he saw a better zone offense the other day. What's the reason for it?
Well, the first one, I don't believe he said Mingo Johnson.
Mingo might be a little too, yeah.
That was my team there. Yeah. Mingo, Lorenzo Wright, Chris Garner. Let me stop.
Bro, I saw Mingo Johnson has a kid that's like playing in high school in Memphis who's like good. I'm like, I'm not this old, bro. Like, no.
So, yeah, he was a little bit before my time. But I would say
I'm sorry. His kid's in college. His kid plays college basketball. Like, no, bro, I'm not that old. Anyway, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
But 2 things. One, I'm not sure the Tigers have really just had this many shooters at one time. At least I think it's the most collection of shooters since I've been following Tigers basketball. At any time, they could have 3 or 4 shooters: Lesters, Landers, a Tyler, Imani. Those are guys that can hit threes at a high rate. So you see better spacing, and I think that's where having a guy like Larry Brown, I think that's where he's going to make his most impact at, because the defense is set. Penny knows defense. So you bring him in, I think they do execute better against the zone. Their shots weren't really falling, and of course they got a little frustrated with the 7'5" guy. But overall, you're seeing them move the ball across the court. You're seeing them get that guy in the middle of the zone to create. So I do agree their offense does look better, regardless of what happened against Western Kentucky. And if I had to point to anybody on the bench, I think the expertise of Larry Brown, having seen literally every type of defense and knowing every possible counter, is one of the reasons you're seeing a massive improvement along with the collection of shooters they have.
Yeah, I definitely agree that they're just a different type of team. This team looks like they're just it looks like the only thing that needs with this team is to just stay in the oven. Get done. You know what I'm saying? Just let everything gel, and just like some good dressing, Steve. You know what I mean? Just coming through. You can't eat that dressing fresh out the stove, man. You gotta let it, let it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying. You know where I'm going.
Steven, the dressing with the cranberry sauce.
With the cranberry sauce, without the berries in it. All that. Yeah. But Steven,
from the can.
Yeah, it was from the can. We don't know what that was. Frank Bono talking about. That man said, "This was Jello y'all eat." That man said, "This is homemade, but they ain't got no berries in." Like, nah, I'm good.
We good.
Give me the stuff in the can. But Steve, we appreciate your brother for rocking with us again, man.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Again, that was Stephen Johnson of the Daily Memphian. Joins us each and every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. He was guest hosting with us yesterday, gave us some bonus coverage, really got in depth about this Memphis versus Virginia Tech thing. Landers Nolly, quit capping. You know you want to go off against your old team tomorrow, and we are all going to be here to see it. When we come back, we're going to do like a quick little rundown. We're going to talk about some NFL stuff. Got particular thing involving the Memphis Grizzlies I'm going to talk about. And I promise you, we'll be done talking about the Memphis Grizzlies today. Got one more thing I want to talk about them. Going to talk NFL. We're going to talk about the college football playoff. All those things are coming up and more on Sports 56 Grind Time.
You have opinions?
What do you hear? What do you say?
We want to hear them. Call or text us on the AutoZone listener line at 360-8255. That's the AutoZone listener line at 901-360-8255.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Bartlett Small Engine has been serving quality power equipment since 1970. They have a full line of power equipment, parts, and services for most makes and models. Bartlett Small Engines has the best brands in the power tool industry: Honda mowers, trimmers, and generators, Steel blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws, Echo trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, plus quality products from Red Mat and Shindawa. And they're all American made. Bartlett Small Engine is your can-do store. 6780 Summer Avenue. Call 901-386-9779.
Get to Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike for your 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. Just $349 a month. And get our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Run, don't walk to Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Stock of NZO 33,599, MSRP 29,345, 84 at 4.9% APR, 3,000 down, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/30/2021, dealer stock only.
Push the limits of what's possible in the all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. With a bold exterior and premium interior, Outlander reimagines the SUV. Rule the road with Mitsubishi's super all-wheel control and wireless smartphone technology. Plus, an industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Drive one today, starting at $31,702 at Gossett Mitsubishi. Get Thunderstruck.
Super all-wheel controls, an available feature on all trim levels. Price based on an SEC UV. Important restrictions and rules apply. See retailer for limited warranty and more details. Offer ends 12/13/21.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Need to sell your home? You're in luck because I buy houses. All you have to do is call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pin, 901-406-1101, or just save it in your phone. Bill at I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses buys houses in any area, in any condition, at any time, as simple as that. I Buy Houses is guaranteed to close in 5 days. So if you need your cash fast, just call Bill at I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. Has your house been on the market? Were you just tired of renters? Or is it just time to start over? Well, avoid repairing, cleaning, painting, and prepping your house. Just pick up the phone and call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses. If you're in Southwind, South Memphis, North Mississippi, North Memphis, Collierville, if you can hear this, just call my friend Bill at I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101.
The Christmas spirit is here at Hewlett & Dunn. Boots, casual boots, work boots, hiking boots, fancy boots, even safety toe boots. Lots of hats to choose from Whiskey Bent to Red Dirt Hat Company. Tremendous Christmas selections just arrived from Outback Trading Company, STS Ranch Wear, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps and pants. Tons of jeans from Area, Wrangler Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps, fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from OFO's orthopedic-approved shoes, boots of every size, every color, every skin. Just arrived from Santa, toy guns for the kids. And Done, from our family to your family since 1961. Merry Christmas.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Back on Sports 56 Grind Time. Hour number 2, second segment. We just wrapped up with Steven Johnson Had a good conversation about the Tigers. I don't care what y'all say. The Tigers are going to be incredible this year. I don't care about any of this stuff I'm seeing right now, bro. The turnovers, who's starting, who ain't starting. I don't give a crap, man. 'Cause I feel like it's going to work itself out, bro.
I think,
you know what I mean? Like,
it's going to work itself out. But it's kind of hard to watch, especially when your senior point guard is turning the ball over within like 5 minutes left of the game.
Yeah,
y'all know eventually Penny's gonna rectify it.
Yeah, he gonna take it.
Of course.
I mean,
we trust 1 cent over here, man.
Yeah. Come on, team 1 cent.
I just believe that sooner or later he's gonna say, all right, the deal we had,
hey, sit down.
Hey, I got you the Christmas, baby boy. Here's a Bentley.
Hey, I'm glad you said it. Hold on. I'm going to add this to what I'm about to do.
Come on with
We're going to run through a series of topics over the next 10, 15. Darren, I'm going to let you showcase yourself as well. Showcase your DJing skills.
Ooh, that's what I do, baby.
Just play what you want to play. Put it underneath your boy a little bit, though. We're just going to go through a mirage of topics real fast. First topic, based on... Dang, what did he just say?
Bentleys.
Bentley.
Christmas
okay,
Bentleys.
All right. This is the first topic I'm going to talk about. NIL stuff, right?
Right.
Remember last week I was saying, all right, so why aren't we hearing anything about these guys' actual deals? Now I got a question. This is the question I got now. Are they old enough? Because someone told me there are age limitations on NIL. Like you just can't go give a middle school kid an NIL deal. So did it got to be 18?
I don't believe so. I think you can get an NIL deal regardless.
You can get it at 17?
Because
high school. I think we're going the same route.
Yeah, because Mikey Williams.
There you go, Mikey
Williams looks like he's old as hell now.
Mikey Williams got it.
Like Mikey Williams got it.
Is Mikey Williams 18 though?
I don't think so. Not yet.
I don't think Mikey Williams is 18.
All right, I'm leaving it alone. I might be wrong.
I can take a look right quick for you.
Because somebody was saying you got to be a certain age to get an NIL. It's like I'm not sure what that age is.
No,
but I'm assuming it's 18.
Yeah, of course you got to be. Well,
Mikey Williams like he's 31 already.
He is 17.
I mean, like the man look like Bo Outlaw. Like he's 17.
But
I'm probably wrong. All right,
but I do remember Mikey ended up getting that deal. What was it with Beats?
Yep.
He got a deal with Puma.
Was it Beats?
Puma. That's what it was.
Puma.
Where you get Beats from?
I thought
it was too.
I thought he had
something to do with
all
BC.
right. The Mandela theory.
Stop showing your age. Get him, Zach.
I thought it was with Puma shoes.
It was. He did.
He got two. Okay.
He got it. But I thought he ended up getting a Beats by Dre.
All right.
NIL.
All right. Next topic. Mississippi State and Ole Miss getting ready to have a pretty good
Egg Bowl.
It's gonna be sweet.
Oh yeah.
Those two teams are coached by Lane Kiffin and Mike Leach, respectively. Two teams that had great seasons. You might even say overachieving seasons. Does anyone see those guys not being with their respective schools next year?
Corral or
yeah, Corral's leaving.
Corral's already said he's out.
So I know we're the home of Ole Miss, everything here at Sports 56. Kiffin might be out the door here.
Yeah,
to Miami. You think he's more of a Miami boy than a Grove boy?
Have they fired Manny Diaz?
No, but word on the street is that Miami's looking for him. I don't know how Manny Diaz is looking from his situation, but you know.
And I'm getting this from Blake Topmeyer of USA Today. He wrote a story asking that particular question, so I'm just throwing it out.
I think
he belongs in the Grove though.
I think Kiffin might leave before Leach.
I think the privacy of the Grove, because once you're down there, they treat you as if you are theirs, regardless of where you're from. Look how long it took for Hugh Freeze's information to come out. Like, pretty sure Lane Kiffin down there in the dice game or something, getting it in, and nobody knows the thing. So
it's just interesting to see, man. It's gonna be a great Egg Bowl for sure. But like those two coaches really been doing their thing. I would not be surprised to see either one of those guys end up moving on. Something I've been talking about the entire show, but haven't had a chance to talk about. I said this would be my last Memphis Grizzlies topic.
That Beanie Siegel playing under you, baby.
Yeah, I like that too. But I gotta ask you to pause it for a minute because I want to hear a piece of audio. I just want to listen to it first, and then we'll talk about what it is. No, we might have talked about it because you don't know what it is. It might sound weird. What this is Ja Morant, a Memphis Grizzlies star point guard, is the first Memphis Grizzly in the history of Memphis Grizzlies to have his own commercial with Nike. where it's featured about him. I don't mean the Jason Williams dribbling the ball cameo. I don't mean any of that.
No collaboration with another
nothing,
player.
Just all Ja. And it's an exciting moment in Memphis history, and I want to play that now.
Like here you go.
Let's go.
You can't keep jumping that high, man.
Says who?
Can't make posters off his dunks.
Says him.
You can't put a small city on the map.
Says who?
You win a title.
Says who?
Yeah, says who?
People are saying you can't keep this up.
Says who?
That was beautiful.
Bruh.
What's up, man?
Let's go, 12! Let's go!
Let me put some eye candy to you people. First of all, go and find this video. Second, you had a Moneybag Yo
Come
feature.
on, man.
You have the Orpheum featured in there. It's like...
Oh, it's just so Memphis. Right. It got the hood, the graffiti, there's all that.
It is so Memphis.
Big 12 in that joint.
The only thing he was missing was Zebo and Penny.
Man, Zebo had
Zebo and Penny in there.
I would have been that good. Fool out here.
Tony Allen sitting on the Bentley posted.
Bro,
in front of Half Shell.
That is a proud moment. Now, it's not connected as for now, it's not connected to a signature shoe or anything like that. But this is Nike, bro. Like this is like we sat in Memphis and we complained and bitched and moaned about Zion Williamson getting commercials and Ja didn't have any.
Yeah.
Bro, this is like we've never seen this here. Like I told people all the time, me and Peter have been telling people, I don't think y'all understand what Ja turning the corner or Ja having a breakout season looks like. You know what I mean? Like we've never seen this, bro.
No. Mike Conley wasn't giving you billboards, man.
I gave a crap about Mike Conley outside of the Grizzlies. Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, Zach Randolph, Tony Allen, those guys were rock stars here. They were a big deal. What Ja is doing already is dwarfing whatever they were to this city.
Easily.
Like, I don't think people understand that, bro. Like, emotionally, we're more invested in the core four. Easily. Bro,
Absolutely, because you could go around the corner and see these guys.
Yeah.
John's smart enough not to be that accessible, but from a bigger perspective, you are totally correct.
I
mean, he's accessible, but
be in the right place. You don't see John. Let me just put that out there. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Hubble Bubble.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to anywhere where some ninja might be going on. John Morant might be in the building. No, but seriously, man, like, bro, we have to understand the era that we are in. We are housing a superstar in the city of Memphis. And if this commercial doesn't show you that, if the billboard on top of what the Grizzlies are doing at FedEx Forum doesn't show you what you're dealing with,
you're missing out.
Shout out to the mayor of Nutbush, Mike Bonds, comedian, rapper, was talking about, he posted the old picture of Penny that had the ransom note letters on there, how Ja's poster kind of looks like that. Bro, I'm telling you, Ja Morant is bro, like we don't understand. Bro, this is the beginning of something.
It messes
incredible.
you up when you see Moneybag Yo.
Yeah, it's like, bro,
because all these random people are just saying that, you know, whatever the quote was they were saying, and then you see Moneybag. It's like, there it is.
You remember when Kobe had the commercial with like Kanye West and all these different people? Like, bro, what if Ja is about to be that level of star?
He is, because for one, the question was, could he be an all-star? I don't think there's a question. Now the question is he starting?
Man.
I think that's honestly the question. Is he starting?
This year?
Yeah. Has to
wait
be.
a minute.
Because you got to think about it. You were saying, man, if he can get to 20-some odd points a game, he's scoring 20 and 30 points every night. Come on.
Let's
do it, baby. Do it. Do it.
Steph Curry is going to be the leading vote getter.
Of course.
At guard.
You put some of this sexy.
No, it'll be Luka and Steph Curry. They'll be the starting
backcourt.
Yeah.
Luka and Steph.
Yeah, they'll be the starting backcourt for sure.
But if he's coming off the bench,
okay, who's next? No, go through it. Who's next?
You got two guards. So
no, I know that. So your bitch. That's what I'm saying. Who you got?
Oh yeah, he'll be on there. Yeah, he'll make the All-Star.
Over Dame.
Yeah,
because you got to think there were just names that were ahead of him, not necessarily play. Yeah. As of right now, his play.
Yeah, like Josh taking over all.
He should be over Dame.
Yeah,
he should be over Westbrook. He should be over Chris Paul as well as Booker, but their record is probably gone.
Booker
get in before.
Booker get in. He won't be a starter, but he'll get in
before Paul.
He's obviously the most improved player, which you said you didn't want Ja to get, but he's obviously that.
Yeah, he is that dude, but don't give him no award for it.
I don't get it. So that's what I'm
Man,
saying. So
man.
he's not borderline all-star anymore. So
Honestly, I actually want him to get most improved.
I don't.
No, he don't. He think that's a sucker. He think it's a sucker award.
Because I want him to be mad going into year 4. I want him to be so upset that
get mad because you came up short in the conference finals. That's what I want you to get mad.
That's
about.
that too.
I don't want you to use. I don't want you to use.
He can go out like Trae Young this year. I'll take it.
Exactly.
I want both.
But don't come back boring next year.
Don't come back boring.
Trae Young, get the hell out of here.
Now, that's Kevin Huerter fault you because women he hang out with. So
let me move on to our next subject real fast, rapid fire. Dallas Cowboys. Are you concerned about them after losing to the Kansas City Chiefs? Also, Tennessee Titans. They've only lost 2 bad teams, the Jets, the Texans, and the Bears. Who are the Tennessee Titans? Are the Patriots for real? And why did they wake up the Chiefs? I'm not even gonna talk about. I'm not even gonna talk about the Giants and firing Jason Garrett. Don't give a crap
because he'll be back in Dallas shortly.
He is the Luke Walton of the NFL. Like, dude, how'd you even get this far? How you even get this far, Jason Garrett? All right, give it to me.
So the first one is Cowboys. No, not worried. Like, the Chiefs needed that game more than the Cowboys. And if the Cowboys...
What the hell does that mean?
They needed...
No, we don't need this game. Let's just go ahead and lose. Shut up.
The Chiefs needed the game more.
What does that mean? They needed it more.
Because
they lost.
Yeah, they lost. Like, I'm not upset about it. But if the Cowboys had to lose a game, I would rather lose the game to an AFC team than an NFC team.
All right, whatever that means. All right, next. The Tennessee Titans, who are they?
They are a really good team that is really dependent on Derrick Henry.
But they beat who did they just beat without Derrick Henry? And beat the crap out of him.
But as far as the Derrick Henry thing, it's like I was telling y'all the other week. Tannehill got that bag too. This is supposed to be on Tannehill. If this was any and not playing that card or whatever, if this was any other quarterback, all of this crap would fall on the quarterback. Nobody's saying nothing about Tannehill. They're just saying he came from Miami and yada, yada, yada. Tannehill got more than $100 million last year. He is supposed to grab the bull by the horns and roll with it.
I think in certain situations, yes. But Tannehill is a really good bus driver to have.
Yeah.
He is a super reliable bus driver to have that you can depend on week in and week out.
They can't throw the ball downfield.
But if you ask him to get inside that bus and drive it like a Ferrari, he's gonna wreck it. And that's something you don't want him to do.
Patriots for real? Yes, no, maybe.
Patriots are for real.
I hate to say
Patriots coaches for real.
Yeah,
I keep telling you, if you switch Mac Jones with Trevor Lawrence, you have the same results.
I ain't mad at that either.
I think that it's totally system. Now, Tom Brady is not a system guy. He's the greatest thing ever. But as far as the system, I think they're protecting Mac Jones. I even saw a stat where it says after more than third and 7, they don't even allow him to throw the ball down the field. That's a screen pass.
Yeah.
That's a bubble screen. That's stuff like that.
And on top of that, they're running the football really well, too.
Absolutely.
They got a bunch of nobodies in that backfield, and they're just making it work.
Last point, we talked about the Kansas City Chiefs that won 4 straight games. Looking like that for real. Might have to welcome Patrick Mahomes back into the black delegation. I ain't gonna lie. I was ready to kick him out, but playing like this, he might have to welcome him back with open arms.
I'm with you. I was ready to kick Garoppolo out, but he's back.
Yeah.
I need to see one more game from him. I need one more good game out of Patrick Mahomes.
How you look against the Cowboys?
Right. Regular. I mean, it was looking regular, man.
Hey.
He held him to 19 points.
Hey,
but before we go to break, I just got to read that right behind you. Mr. John Boatman, happy Thanksgiving. His granddaughter is on the way from South Korea, so I wanted to make sure we got that in.
Oh, man.
I know y'all are looking my way. I'm looking y'all way. That was hurting my heart. My grandma was like, "You better read that." So.
All right, good. We come back. We got 2 more topics to talk about. We got one brother. We talking about people that we kicking out the black delegation.
Ooh.
Hey, this brother got to go. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that brother, and we're gonna talk about some King Richard to wrap this thing up. This is Sports 56 Grind Time.
This is Brett Norsworthy, and I want to thank you for listening through all these years and want you to continue listening to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, and to me with Gabe Kuhn on Sports Time with Gabe and Stats every afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 560 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Fall is in the air, and so are Choate's Early Bird Specials. Right now, receive $1,000 off the purchase of a new Carrier gas furnace. Carrier furnaces come with some of the best warranties in the industry, and Choate's has been professionally installing them for over 60 years. As a Carrier factory authorized dealer, Choate's also offers competitive financing solutions for you and your family. If your heating system is in good shape, make sure you take advantage of Choate's Early Bird Tune-Up Special for $60. This tune-up is an in-depth 20-point inspection to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter season ahead. So call 347-8086 to schedule your Early Bird Special today. And turn to the experts with Choate's and let our family serve your family.
Are you wasting money on a timeshare you rarely use? Cancel it with Titan Exit Group. Get a free consultation and see how they can stop the never-ending maintenance fees and mortgage payments. In fact, if your timeshare contract is not terminated, you owe nothing, so you have nothing to lose. But those monthly fees. Get legally released from your timeshare, 100% guaranteed. Call now for your free consultation at 800-200-0894. 800-200-0894.
Looking for some action? Sports gambling is legal in Tennessee. Action247.com. Local, legal. A sportsbook by Tennesseans, for Tennesseans. Go to Action247.com. Register and place your bets. Are you a sharp or a first-time bettor? Action247 has you covered. Visit us online at Action247.com. Local, legal. Action247. You got action.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-889-9789.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
You might not know me, but I'm Zip with the ZipCat construction app.
Why are you collecting leftover construction materials, Zip?
I'm turning it into cash.
That's easy. You can turn leftover materials into cash. Keep it out of dumpsters and help the environment.
That's why they call me Zip, the construction guru. Also, ZipCat app saves you time and money. Lets you describe a job, name your price, and get a job done.
That's smart, Zip. You're amazing.
General contractors, take a few minutes, price a job, and get it done. Download the free ZipCat app from the Apple Store or Google Play. Best tool in your toolbox.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane.
Back on Sports 56 Grind Time. Final segment of the show. Got my boy Zach.
It's Soft Rock Tuesday.
Huh?
Soft Rock Tuesday. I thought you were looking at me.
I'm laughing about something else. No, I don't care about that. You good with me. Got my boy Zach Boyd across from me, guest hosting today. Zach, what you doing tomorrow, man? You ain't doing that.
Probably.
Yeah, man, go on, come back tomorrow. You ain't doing that, man. You ain't doing that. It ain't like you got a turkey to prepare.
No. But we
tell you why Zach made me mad, bro. The man went the whole 2 hours without saying nothing stupid, bro. I was proud of him. So on the break, I'm like, Zach, I know this lady. She make plates, right?
Right.
And she got a chitlin plate waiting on me. I'm finna go get this plate of chitlin with the hot sauce. Man, spaghetti all day. I'm finna kill it. Like I said, I'm finna go get the chitlin.
What do you normally say? What's chilling?
Jack says, I don't understand why people make such a big deal about chitlin. Zach, you don't eat meat at all, bro. You don't eat meat.
Oh, you don't eat meat at all, Zach?
No.
I know that.
If I said I was going to get a 10-piece wings, Your answer is still the same. I don't eat meat, so I don't get it.
I said, okay, cool. You get,
Anyway,
get
bro,
a
I got,
10-piece.
speaking of people I'm about to kick out of the black delegation.
Man.
Matthew Judon, who plays for the New England Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Brother.
Sir.
Man, if you don't get your man.
Go ahead, read it, man.
Man, what's dude from One Night in Miami? Who played Jim Brown? Anyway.
You know what I never said? I wanted
if
to
you
see
don't
that.
get your
I
him
wanted
looking
to.
at it, man, get out of here. He says, Matthew Judon, when asked what one side dish he has to have on Thanksgiving, and he provided a passionate answer on what he never wants to see on the table.
What?
His brother answer was macaroni and cheese.
That he does not want to see?
Yes. He said he don't. He's like, it's just noodles and cheese. No, your mama's trash.
No.
That's not the correct answer. Your mother is garbage.
That man said
If
noodles
that's
and
what
cheese.
you think macaroni and cheese is, blame your mama.
Like, sir, who hurt you?
I practiced last night. I baked some macaroni just to make sure it's straight for Thursday last night.
Bro,
So-
sir, I eat meat. Darren, you eat meat. We talked about yesterday having dressing with the side of meat.
Yes.
But meat is the side.
You gotta
dish.
have turkey and
You
dressing.
gotta have that
With a turkey.
on the side of the turkey and dressing. Like we said that, right? Zach don't eat meat. We all come together and say, bro, what are you talking about? Macaroni and cheese?
What's wrong with you?
That man said it's just noodles and cheese.
Sir.
No, man.
Zach, what you eating Thursday? Possible patties?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. We do it big.
Good.
Bro, he says, I've never liked macaroni and cheese. You know how they say your taste buds change every 7 years. You just gotta, every time I try it, it's the same thing.
I never heard that.
I ain't
Taste
never heard
buds change
Nah, he
every
just
7 years?
Weirdo.
I ain't never heard it. My taste buds been the same.
Weirdo. My whole family loves it. My brothers and sisters. My mom cooks it in a big pan. They know not to put it on my plate. Or that's fighting words. All right, I'm going to have to fight everybody in the house one by one. And I will wait until they eat their macaroni and cheese, get sluggish, then I'm going to whoop them. Your mom's just trash.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else I can say, bro. Your mom is horrible.
Yeah,
your mom don't know what she's doing in the kitchen.
Somebody hurt him, man.
Yeah, get out.
Somebody hurt him in the kitchen.
Now, I will say this. I hadn't eaten chitlins in more than 10 years.
Man, I'm about to eat it
I got
in 10
a
minutes.
bad batch one time. The last batch I got a bad batch, and it wasn't good. Like, I ate them all throughout life, and once I got that sour deal, it was over with. I got a bad batch, and I was done.
I understand. You got something.
But you can hot sauce and cornbread yourself to death. Look at him. He ready.
Well, I'm over here like Goldberg. Who's next?
What, you want some great northern beans on the side?
No, some spaghetti, and I think she does spaghetti and greens with her. Ooh, Lord.
Black eyed peas.
Grace's father. Anyway.
Giblet gravy with extra eggs, like you said.
Man, extra eggs. You heard me? But nah, speaking of Grace's fathers, I had to give props to the movie King Richard. I told you I was going to spoil the movie. I am not. This holiday weekend, make sure that you stop and you can watch it at home. You don't have to go to the movie theater. All it takes is something you probably already have anyway, which is a paid subscription. Look at me. Look at me supporting, telling you to go look at
So King Richard is your holiday Thanksgiving movie?
Oh, man.
Zach, give me one. What you got?
It's
Give me a holiday Thanksgiving movie this weekend.
I don't know. Have one.
Not one?
I don't have one out the top of
Charlie
my head.
Brown.
Man, this dude gonna say something gonna make me mad. So
I don't
just
have-
don't even ask. Skip him.
no,
Skip him, man. He gonna say something like, preacher's wife.
No.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Because I was going to say Coming to America 2 would be another. If you hadn't seen it, this weekend, Coming to America 2
it was
trash.
okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
It
go
was
watch
okay.
King
But
Richard.
yeah, I'm with you on the King Richard.
King Richard, his story, we'll end the show with this.
Clifford the dog came out.
Yes, I was with Gabe. I didn't watch it. I was asleep. But King Richard is just a great story, man. Just for a guy to call his shot with his daughters. And every step of the way, he's did some of the wildest things in the world. And if you don't know the story, you can watch the movie. You can do things. He did things that made absolutely no sense. And if you go back and look at them, thinking about it, before you knew how it turned out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more or less than 2 hours?
It's about 2.5.
2.5.
I'm talking about the man called his shot with his kids. And it makes you understand all these wild, crazy dads that you look at now. It's just all about them. No, man. Sometimes you see something. You know what I mean? You see something in your kids, and you hold on to the plan, and you ride it out, man. And there are moments where he had to admit, you know what? I've gotten in the way. Like it has been about me. Where he had to take his reins off of certain things. But, man, it's an incredible movie.
Man, I'm glad you said that, man.
Oh, man,
I
check it out.
I coached my boys, and I felt like you were talking to me. My wife be like, man, get out the way. And I'd be like, no, they going to play. So, now I'm with you.
Now, I'm not trying to encourage any kind of issue with you and your wife. But watch the movie because you'll see there were some errors in his way. There were some errors in his ways, but,
Yeah.
You're talking about a dude who's from Compton, California, kids pretty much lived in lower middle class lifestyle. And man, he caught his shot. He made the 2 greatest tennis players of all time. And like those came from the fruit of his loins. You know what I mean, bro, like tremendous movie. Go check it out, King Richard.
Shout out to Black fathers.
Yeah, shout out to all black dads out here. My dad was black. Look at that. Shout out to him.
Hey.
Thanks to my boy Zach Boyd joining us. He'll be back tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Thanks for Darren across the glass. Thanks for Steven Johnson jumping on with us. We'll be back tomorrow, and we are out!
Tire pressure light on? Tread low? Car sliding when you stop? It's time to go down to Milton on the Spot. Serving you at 3 locations: 1684 Getwell Road, 2127 Ellis Presley, and 3691 North Watkins. Memphis' largest supply of new and used tires, all under warranty. Yes, that's warranty on used tires too. Ask about the tire rotation and balance specials. Milton on the Spot on Getwell Road, Elvis Presley, or North Watkins. Here to take care of your every tire need. Milton on the Spot.
I'm with Pat Donahue from the Rendezvous Shipping Kitchen. Pat, how are things downtown at the Shipping Kitchen?
Thanks, Brett. Wow, what a year it's been. 2020 threw a lot of changes at us. One of them was our great Memphis customers figured out how to ship our ribs all over the country.
Pat, we know you ship your ribs and shoulder all over the country. What are some of the other popular packages?
One of our most popular packages that's come out in the last year or two has been the barbecue nacho box. Well, our nacho box is an all-Memphis box. It includes our pork shoulder. It includes our friends at Poncho's cheese dip. Also includes Brim's chips, Felicia Suzanne's peppers, a bottle of our barbecue sauce, a bottle of our famous seasoning, some reheating tips, wet naps, cook hats, and you can even throw in a box of Dinstall's Cashew Crunch for the sweet tooth.
And Pat, this ships overnight just like the rest.
Brett, it sure does.
Where do we order this great food?
You can get these boxes by visiting our website. Go to www.hogsfly.com.
In the Alley in Mr. Charlie Virgos' Rendezvous, a family-owned restaurant in downtown Memphis since 1948.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
The Christmas sale is happening now at Family Leisure. Did you know that's where Santa goes to shop? Oh, yes. Why? Because arcades are up to 25% off.